Hi, in this video I'm going to show you that you actually have a cork in the end of your flute, like a wine cork. And I'm going to tell you what it does and how you know that yours is in the right spot. It's very interesting in a kind of nerdy way. So stick around to the end of this video because if you're a flute player, which you probably are, I'm going to show you at the end of this video how to improve your tone on the flute. I am Jane, my business, the Flute Teacher School. I started because I love showing people how those fundamental skills completely change their flute playing really quickly. They're tiny little, they're not tricks because they're real, tiny little techniques that make the world of difference. Okay, the cork. So let's just work with the head joint in this video. If you have a look down the end of your flute, you will see, aiming at the camera, there, got it. You will see silver at the end, but on a lot of flutes, you can see around the edge of that silver end, you can actually see cork. Same thing, if you undo this, do not lose this, ever. It's really important. If you look down there, you might be able to see cork around the edge of that little metal plate as well. Okay, so there is a cork in the end of your flute, about here, and it's in a very specific spot so that you are able to play your flute in tune. If this cork is in the wrong spot, too far this way, you're going to be really flat and you can't, whatever you do, you cannot play your flute in tune. If the cork is too far up this way, you're going to be too sharp. And no matter what you do as a flute player, no matter how good you are, you're not going to be able to play in tune. Let me say something while I'm talking about this. Your cork is probably in the right spot. I would say of everybody watching this video, 95, that's just a guess, 99% of you will have the cork in the right spot. And if you're playing out of tune, it's not because of the cork. What will get you to play in tune is improving your tone, which I'm going to show you at the end of the video. This video is more just a curiosity about this cork thing because mostly they're in the right spot. So, do you want to know if yours is in the right spot? Yes, you probably do because it's fun to find out. Take your cleaning rod and on the end of your cleaning rod, you'll see a line like this. This is a marker which shows you whether the cork is in the right spot. So stick that in your in your head joint. And you'll see that that line that I was talking about should be exactly in the middle of this hole. If the line is too far that way, the cork is too far this way, which means you're going to be really sharp. By the way, when I'm watching this video, when I see myself, it's reversed. So if you see me get confused with directions, that's why. So if the line is too far that way, the cork is too far that way, and your flute is going to be too long, too flat, and you won't be able to play it in tune. Now that you know that, I'm not going to teach you how to move this cork because that is a flute repairer's job, an instrument repairer's job. This is getting into territory where if you do this incorrectly, you can actually damage your flute. So that is enough for you to know that the cork is in the right spot. But I am going to teach you how to stop your cork from accidentally moving. Sometimes I see students fiddle with this and they sit there and they just sort of tighten it because it won't tighten up fully. So they keep trying to make it tight. But what's happening, and the reason I said never to lose this, is because this is actually a little screwdriver. There's a little, if you have a look, there's a thread on there. So this is effectively like a screwdriver. And if you turn this really hard like that, and some flutes it's loose so it doesn't have to be very hard, it will shift the cork up this way and it makes your flute flat. So number one, don't fiddle with this. Make sure it's tight and then you just leave it. And the other reason that the cork can move is if the cork dries out over lots and lots and lots of years and it becomes loose and can move. You don't want that cork moving. It should not be loose. If you can pull this in and out and the cork shifting around, take it to a repairer because you can't play the flute properly with a cork like that. So there you go. That's how you know that the cork is in the right spot, by using the line on your cleaning rod. And also, you've just learned not to fiddle with this because it will change the position of the cork. So I mentioned about how that affects tuning. Most people's corks, like I said, are in the right spot. They just kind of get set there and set and forget. So it's not, for most people, why they can't play in tune. There's a few reasons why people can't play in tune, and one of them is having a not clear tone means that, for example, they have to blow harder up high, which makes you sharp up high. That's just an example. So go to www.flute.school/free, and I'm going to show you there in a masterclass 3 tips on how to get your tone heaps clearer really quickly. So if you want to do one of those masterclasses with me for free, go and sign up there, www.flute.school/free, and I will see you there.